in the sky. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
That's right, citizens. It's the Underdog Super Series, starring Underdog and all his friends. Follow the madcap adventures of the Canine Crusader as he matches wits with the menacing Simon Bar Sinister in his never-ending quest for
Money and power, and money and power, and money and power.
Will Underdog save the day?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
And don't miss the zany antics of Tennessee Tuxedo and his pal Chumley as they stumble headlong into another troublesome situation. Will Tennessee find the solutions? Will he succeed in getting the zookeeper's goat?
Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail.
See the exaggerated, exasperated, and overrated adventures of Commander McBragg as he performs impossible feats of daring do in the face of danger.
Commander, you're a real swinger.
Cool.
Fight crime with the hunter in another electrifying case requiring unusual crime-fighting abilities. Will the hunter catch the conniving culprit?
The crime is as good as solved, for I am the hunter.
Visit King Leonardo and True Blue Odie in the land of Bongo Congo, where Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother try to take over the jungle.
Like bon voyage, brother!
What will King Leonardo do?
I'll have them thrown in the dungeon.
Will the ever-clever Klondike Cat foil the efforts of that meddlesome mouse, Savoir Faire?
I'll make mincemeat out of that mouse.
Can the Go-Go Gophers come up with a plan to stump the cavalry?
Oopie-doopie, you genius.
And don't forget Tooter Turtle. Will he find the right job to suit his wacky lifestyle?
I'm sure I was meant to be a spacehead.
So don't miss out on all the fun and excitement of the Underdog Super Series. Collect all 9 videos, available at stores everywhere. So have no fear.
Underdog is here.
Deep in the forest grows a tall, tall tree. Of course, it was a short tree, but it grew. And down at the bottom of that tree, there's a little old box that's really the home of Mr. Wizard the Lizard.
Yes? Who is that?
It's Tooter the Turtle, Mr. Wizard. I got another favor to ask.
Come in, my boy. Well now, Tooter, why haven't you got the bat?
Gee, Mr. Wizard, I was kind of hoping you'd let me be one of those big baseball fellers. I figure I really got me a home run swing. And I'm a switch hitter, too.
Well, maybe it's at least best you swing the bat somewhere else. But remember, Tooter, it's not all play ball for the baseball star. There's always the tough manager of the team. All right, team. We got a tough game tonight, right?
You're right.
And you're not looking right, right?
You're right.
So we gotta find what's wrong, right?
You're right.
You there, Babe Ruth. We'll use you to demonstrate a little batting practice. Attaboy, Big Joe. Now slam on over the fence.
Well, at least I finally know what a bat boy is, but I...
That's it, Whitey. Put some body English into it.
Yeah, now look here, Mr. Manager. You got bats or something? I can't,
Heads up there. Hit the left field, Charlie boy.
Well, no use flying off the bat handle. It's all in the game, I reckon.
After the batting practice, the manager always has the men try the base running. All right, Babe. Pretend you just hit the ball to right?
Right.
Now run smack into that first baseman so he loses the ball, right?
Right, I reckon.
falling down on the job, babe. The first baseman didn't lose the ball.
Well, no, but I sort of lost my head.
All right, babe. Heads up. Get over on first, right?
Right.
The ball's hit hard, and you head for second. And slide.
Oh, boy, that there sliding really takes something out of you.
Those uniforms cost money, babe. From now on, use your head. Finally, the team was through midst of practice, and it was time for the big game. Play ball! First, the tough manager puts a mighty Babe Rube in the outfield to catch the long fly. Back, babe! Run back! Back up! Back! 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 Oh!
Oh, well, now. Ouch! Somebody ought to move this old fence for the defense.
Next, the tough manager used the mighty Babe Rube as the shortstopper. Watch for a hot one, babe. We need a double play, right?
Yeah, right.
The mighty Babe Rube watched closely, and when the ball was hit...
Now, let's see. First, I throw to second. Or is it second, I throw to first? Or is it third, I throw to...
You're a boob, babe. Both runners scored. But finally, the other side was put out, and the mighty Babe Rube was up to the bat. Okay, boob. I mean, babe. We need a home run, right?
right.
The pitcher wound up with the ball, made the pitch, and the mighty Babe Rube made the swing. Strike one. Once again, the wind-up and the pitch, and strike two, and time out. All right, Boob. What you need is a bigger bat, right?
Right.
And then was the last pitch with the mighty Babe swinging the big bat, and...
Help, Mr. Wizard! I'll be a blob in the bleachers! A fly spot in the outfield!
Drizzle, drazzle, druzzle, drone. Quick, time for this one to come home.
Klondike, what on earth have you there?
It's my new secret weapon to get savoir-faire. Look!
Glue?
Yes, sir, Major Minor. The strongest glue in the world. When I get through, savoir-faire's gonna be stuck good and proper. But I'm gonna need your help.
Anything to get that mouse.
All right, Major, here's the plan. You get the steamroller warmed up. I'm going around the bend and set the trap. When you hear him yell, savoir-faire is everywhere, you come barrel around the corner and flatten him.
Right. When I hear savoir-faire is everywhere, I start rolling.
Jack. Now I'll just paint a big circle of glue, then put the cheese in the middle. When savoir-faire gets stuck, the Major will come barreling along and flatten him. Oh, there. Now for the cheese.
Ah, there, Klondike. You brought me some cheese. How nice.
Listen, you mouse. Now wait a minute.
Oh, so sorry, Klondike. I must be going. You know, savoir-faire is...
No, don't say it.
But why not? It is true. Savoir-faire is everywhere.
There's the signal. Savoir-faire is stuck. Here I go.
No, Major. No. No, it's me, Klondike. No, I can't look. He'll come in here to get the cheese and the whole floor will be glue. And is he in for a surprise? Inside the cheese is a time bomb. That mouse will be stuck fast to the floor holding the bomb and kablooey!
Savoir-faire is... Got you red-handed. Get in there.
Ah, but Major, I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
None of your tricks. In. Oh, no.
But, oh, yes.
Klondike, come in here.
Yes, sir, Major. Yes, sir. Did we... Uh-oh. We're stuck.
Yes, but at least he didn't get away with the cheese.
Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. It's not real cheese. It's a bomb. A bomb?
Take it away.
Here, Klondike, it's yours.
I don't want it. Here, you take it.
No, not me. Not me.
No.
Outside. Throw it outside.
Oops.
Good heavens. Now it's stuck.
You see, Major, the secret weapon worked after all. Klondike Cat always gets his mouse.
And sometimes he gets his major, too.
Sis boom ba, hit him down low and hit him up high. Fight, fight, fight. Yay, team.
My, Tooter, aren't we in the good spirits today? Where have you been, my boy? And what have you been doing?
I've been to a football game, Mr. Wizard. The Golden Valley Galoots versus the New York Knuckleheads. Oh, what a game. And that's what I come to see about. I sure would like to be one of them professional football players. Going out for a pass. Out, out.
But, my boy, professional football players is a big fellas. Weighs maybe 300 pounds. And you's just a little turtle boy. You would be squashed. Why not try the ping pong or maybe croquette?
Come on, Mr. Wizard. What I lack in size, I make up in speed.
Very well, if you are so determined. It's the big game between the Tooter Turtle and the Blackie Barkers. One of the most exciting moments in the game is the kickoff. The two teams line up at each end of the field, and then the Barkers kicks off the ball to the Terrors. Then the sure-fingered quarterback on the Terrors team catches the ball. I say, he catches the... He finally catches the ball, tucks it under his arm, and goes charging up the field. Once they had possession of the ball, they would begin the slow but steady march up the field. First, the clever quarterback calls for the center line plunge.
42, 38, 11-9, hike!
Sometimes the Barkers line was so solid, it was running into the stone wall. Then the shrewd quarterback would call for the end run.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, hike!
When the going on the ground got too rough, the smart quarterback took to the air for the forward pass. Running way down the field, he would leap high into the air to catch the ball. Many touchdowns was made this way. Every professional football player knows many tricks to use for the plays that will fool the other team. Like the famous Statue of Liberty play. Here, one player would pretend to throw the forward pass, but instead, his teammate would sneak around and take the ball. This was always good for a few yards, one way or the other. Sometimes the smart quarterback would call for the double wing, single wing, tailback, triple reverse. This was meant to confuse the other team, which it did, but it also confused a few other people. Another favorite trick of the professional footballer was the hidden ball trick. One man would get the ball, then they would pass it around so that the other team would not know who had the ball. Then they would run for the touchdown.
Okay, now, where's that there ball?
Ball? I thought you had it.
And I thought you had it.
Once a touchdown had been made, it was time to kick off again, and the team would bring in the special man to do the kicking. It took a great deal of skill. First, the ball had to be held in just a certain way. Then the kicker would run forward and...
Help, Mr. Wizard! Help me! Please, Mr. Wizard!
Well, what can I do? Drizzle, drazzle, druzzle, drome. Time for this one to come home.
One of the city's most humble and lovable characters was Shoeshine Boy.
All finished, sir.
Thanks, Shoeshine Boy. You're humble and lovable.
Bless you, sir.
Little did anyone know that whenever there was a call for help,
Help! Help! Help!
Shoeshine Boy became, in real life, Underdog.
Help! Help!
Hark, hark, I hear a scream. Someone in trouble, it would seem. Underdog will help her, though. Hip, 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 and away we go.
Help! Help! My little boy has been accidentally locked in a bank vault.
Say no more. I am not slow. Hip, 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 and away we go.
Look in the sky. It's a plane. It's a boy.
It's a frog.
A frog? Not plane or a bird or even frog. It's just little old me, Underdog. Aha! Ahead the sign says bank. I'll go in for the child like an armored tank. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Stand aside, and with bare hands, I'll snap the vault like rubber bands.
Wait! You don't... Where is he? Where is he?
Peekaboo, did the child come through?
Child? What child? You hair-brained Hercules! The little boy wasn't locked in this bank. It's the 2-cent savings bank, and that's on the other side of town.
Oh, pardon me, then I must flee.
Pardon you? What about my bank vault?
Sir, I am a hero who never fails. I can't be bothered with such details.
Details? Oh, no.
1 for the money, 2 for the show. Hip, 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 and away we go.
Look out. We're being attacked.
Run for your lives!
Excuse me, General, if that's your rank. Is this the 2-cent savings bank?
It's in there.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog, I'm so glad you've come. The boy is locked in the vault. Over there. He's gone clear through the building. And the one next door, too.
Sometimes I forget my strength, you see. But at least I've set the little boy free.
But where is he? Where's the boy?
Where is he? What have you done with my child?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Well, what good are you, you crackpot? There's no telling where my child went.
I have X-ray eyes that see through brick. To find your son, they'll do the trick.
Why, you set the building on fire with those X-rays. Quick, everyone! Run for your lives!
My child! Where's my child?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Stop all your flaming and go right out, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you out.
Hurriedly, Underdog prepared to use his atomic breath to blow out the roaring flames of the fire his X-ray vision had started.
He blew the whole building away.
But at least there's my junior, my little boy.
Is there some reward we can give you for this job, Underdog?
Rewards are not for true heroes. And I am true, the whole world knows. Forget about money, forget about show, just hip, 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 and away we go. Look, in the sky, there's a plane.
It's a boy.
It's a frog.
A frog? Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
There, Galanji Gorge. Did I ever tell you how I was attacked by savages there?
No, Commander, but
My goal was to balloon around the world in 79 days. I took off from Paris in a balloon of my own design. Chewing bubble gum to relieve the pressure in my ears, I quickly rose to 20,000 feet. I crossed over the Alps, where I did a little skiing, and broke the record for the jump. Then I soared over the Mediterranean, where I did little fishing. Caught a huge fish, which put up a terrific struggle. But it couldn't stand the altitude and soon gave up. From there, I had to cross the Galanji Gorge with its fierce natives. I thought I was perfectly safe, high in the air, but soon arrows were whistling around me. A lucky shot punctured my balloon, and I plunged toward Earth.
good heavens, what did you do?
Using my gum, I blew a tremendous bubble, which took the place of my balloon, carried me out of the gorge, over the mountains, and around the world in exactly 79 days.
Saved by hot air.
Quite.
But, Tooter, you are just not meant to be a horseback riding jockey.
Why, there's nothing to this riding stuff. I'm riding high.
If you can't stay on my exercise machine, how can you ever race on a real live horse?
Oh, shucks, Mr. Wizard. I just didn't get on right. Please let me be a horse racer.
All right, Tooter. It's very dangerous, but I give you your wish. A real racehorse jockey. Once every year at the famous Kentucky Downs, the racetrack with the duck pond in the middle, there's the big championship horse race. The crowd is very excited when the announcer calls the lineup.
And in number 3 position, Orange Juice. And there's the champion jockey, Blackie Bark, on number 4, Marmalade. Now that new jockey, Tooter Turtle, on number 5, Taffy.
Then the bugler blows the horn, and the horses is already at the starting gate. As I was saying, almost all the horses is ready.
I just can't help but win this race, especially with all them other horses ready to run the wrong way.
Turn around, number 5. You're headed the wrong way.
And so the jockey jockeyed his horse into position, and they was all ready to go.
Hey, buddy, take a tip from Blackie for a fast start.
Why, you must be Blackie Bark. That's downright neighborly wanting to help me.
Take your stirrups and hook them up here, like this. Now, they won't be in your way, and you'll really take off.
That's what I call friendly.
They're off.
And so Tooter was off to a flying start.
There they go, folks. Orange Juice squeezed out, but Marmalade is sticking, and Taffy is pulling up.
Be smart. Retape every 500 yards. Oh, so that's what them horses' socks is all about. Retape at Barks. Fast and friendly.
roll just fine. See you down the home stretch.
Guess I'll show him a thing or two. It's tricks like this that make the difference.
Taffy didn't seem to be running so fast, but maybe the smart jockey was saving his horse for later.
Say, buddy, you got a slow starter. What you need is a riding crop. A little tap, and you're off.
Gosh, Blackie, thanks a lot. Here's sport if ever I saw one. Hi-ho, Taffy! Away!
Now Orange Juice looks fresher than ever. Here comes Taffy, stretching ahead, with Marmalade sticking close.
Buddy, your horse is running zigzag.
Well, no wonder. I've been all mixed up with them other horses.
Right, Mac. Here, these blinders will straighten her out.
Blinders, huh? These here race people think of everything.
With the blinders, the horse could only see straight ahead, which is sometimes very helpful. Tooter now let Taffy have her head. She shot past every other horse, and past him again, and again, and again.
Oh, looks like Orange Juice is running out, with Marmalade spreading ahead. And here comes Taffy in a long stretch.
Yes, now was Tooter's big chance to push for the finish line first.
Say, this must be a shortcut. I'm just lucky, I guess. This is not the muddiest track I ever saw. Hey, what's happening to the track? I'm sinking. Mr. Wizard! Mr. Wizard, help! Get me out of here! I've had enough of this horse racing stuff. Bring me home!
Well, enough is too much. Trestle, trassle, trussle, drum. Time for this one to come home.
Well, Victoria Falls. Did I tell you about the time I walked a tightrope across the falls?
No, Commander, but I must go across town.
People came from everywhere to see me perform this death-defying act. I stepped out on the wire using only a long balancing pole. Slowly, I made my way over the roaring falls. Thousands of feet below me, the torrent raged. One wrong step meant the end, but I intended to give them a good show. Then I did a backflip. The crowd went wild. Now I was ready for the greatest thrill, a triple backflip. For this, I needed plenty of spring, and I began to bounce on the wire. But on the last bounce, the wire broke.
Good heavens! Cut off in mid-air?
Thinking quickly, I began to twirl my balancing pole over my head. Faster and faster it went until it acted like a helicopter. And I flew safely over to the other shore.
Undoubtedly, another first.
Quite.
A bizarre crime shocked the nation. In a single 24-hour period, every lid from every pot and every pan in the nation vanished. So serious was the situation that Officer Flynn Flanagan was called into the case.
I sure know there's only one person clever enough to steal all the pan lids, and that's the fox. I'm calling the hunter.
What's that? Oh, that's somebody banging the binger. Ringing the ringer. Oh, hello. This is the hunter. Have nose, will hunt. I hunt anything for a price. Oh, it's you, Flanagan. Well, now, why didn't you say so instead of standing out there ringing the doorbell? What? All the pot and pan lids have been stolen. Well, nothing to it, son. I'll just blow the lid off the whole case. Yeah. That's a joke, son. Blow the lid. Yeah. All right, Flanagan, I'll get right on it as soon as I get Horace off to school.
I don't want to go to school. I want to come with you and watch you solve this big case.
No, sirree, Bob. You gotta learn reading, writing, and arithmetic before you can be a great detective like I am. Now, get.
And so, with Horace safely off to school, the hunter started on the trail of the fox.
I got a peculiar feeling I'm being followed. Aha! Well, nobody there. I could have sworn. It's true. Gotcha. What? Horace, why aren't you in school?
I want to help you catch the fox, Unc.
How many times I gotta tell you, I'm the hunter. I catch the fox. You go to school and stay there, you hear? I got a peculiar feeling that someone is watching me. All right, you wily, clever criminal. Come out with your hands off. Horace, what in the cotton blooming world are you doing in there?
Being observant, Unc, like you said detectives are supposed to be.
Well, you be observant in school. Now, get. Horace!
I'm going, Unc, I'm going.
Maybe that tall feller over there has seen something suspicious. Oh, pardon me, sir. Have you seen a wily, clever criminal hereabouts?
Was he carrying a lot of pine lids?
Uh-huh, yeah, that's the one, Did you see him?
Nope, I didn't see him.
Well, much obliged. You know, you sound a lot like my nephew, Horace. Of course, he's in school. Besides, he's only about this high. Come up to here, you.
Ooh.
Horace, what in the cotton blooming world? This time I'm taking you back to school myself. How am I ever going to catch the fox if you keep interrupting me?
But the fox was closer than the mighty hunter realized. The wily, clever criminal had glued the pan lids together, fastened the string on each pair, and at that very moment was outside the schoolyard selling them as giant yo-yos.
Here you are, kids. Get 'em while they last. The one and only giant yo-yo. All metal construction. Be the first kid on your block to own a giant yo-yo. Only one thing dying. Hurry. Here you are, sonny. Here you are. Here
Well,
you
I
are.
declare, I haven't tried one of them things since I was knee-high to a turnip green. Now, here, fella, I'll take one.
Here you are, sir.
All right, now, Horace, stand back and watch this. Around the world. The fox.
And all the pine lids.
Hunter, the fox and the pan lids. My, how can we ever repay you?
You can figure out a way to make Horace stay in school and stop following me.
If he's staying out of school to follow you, then the answer's as plain as the nose on your face, if you'll pardon the expression. Just come with me.
Who knows, Unc? Maybe you can teach an old dog new tricks. That's a joke, Unc.
What is the dumbbell for, Tooter?
Well, I'm practicing to be one of them there supermen, Mr. Wizard. I was sort of hoping maybe you'd help me out.
Well, perhaps it's best I do something before the place is all a mess. But be careful, Tooter. The strong Superman does many things you is not used to. Like the way he can fly. All the Superman must do is run and jump, and he flies on and on and... Unless, of course, there's something unexpected in the way. The brave Superman has to disguise, so nobody will bother him. He pretends he is Clark Kent, top reporter on the newspaper.
Hi, Clark. What's new?
And Clark Kent has the girlfriend named Lois Loon. She is also on the paper.
Got a big story, Clark. Just heard the Mississippi River Bank is being held up. I'm heading over there now. Wanna come along?
Well, now, I'll be along in just a minute. There's a couple of things I gotta get rid of first.
And the things to get rid of was the clothes. Quickly, the reporter made the change and was off. Once ready, the Superman was quickly in the bank. Like nothing at all, he grabbed the men and gave them the beating of their lives.
Great job, Superman. Too bad these aren't the crooks. Meet Hinckley and Brinkley, owners of the bank. The crooks got away with the cash.
Realizing the mistake, the Superman was gone. Nothing would stop him now. Unless, of course, there was something unexpected in the way. The Superman decided this was the job of the master criminal, Black Bart.
Sure enough, at that very moment, the Black Bark was trying to outsmart the famous Superman.
Looks like the door is locked tight, but nothing stops us Supermen.
The trail was cut off, so the wise Superman decided it was best to disguise himself as the Cluck Cant to get the new tip from the girlfriend reporter.
What's new on the case there, Lois Loon?
Plenty, Cluck. Just got word that the crook Black Bark is escaping on his yacht. Wanna come along?
Well, now, I'll be along in just a minute. A couple of changes I gotta make first.
And the changes to be made was the clothes. Quickly, the reporter made the changes and was off. Down by the seashore, the yacht was already leaving the dock. But the mighty Superman was ready for the challenge. With his bare hands, he grabbed the big yacht, lifted it high in the air, and smashed it into the water.
A smashing job there, Superman. Too bad it's the wrong yacht. That was Hinckley and Brinkley's boat. They were after Black Bark.
Realizing the mistake again, the brave Superman was off. Nothing would stop him now. Unless, of course, there was something unexpected in the way. Out over the ocean, the Superman overtook the yacht with Black Bark aboard.
You're all right down there, Black Bark. Come out and surrender, or I'm coming in for a landing.
But the cannonballs was like nothing for Superman until the Black Bark shot the special exploding pepper ball. The sneezing was breaking up the Superman's jump so that he was falling into the ocean.
Help, Mr. Wizard! Help! I can't stop sneezing!
Well, even for the brave Superman, I gotta do it. Tristle, trassle, trussle, throne. Time for this one to come home.
Well, it was time for the start of the baseball game between the Bongo Braves and the Coco Loco Cards. But it seemed hopeless for King Leonardo's Braves. In our last episode, Biggie Rat got from Professor Messer a baseball that no one would be able to hit because it jumped away from everything wooden. Now, Biggie Rat is acting coach for the Coco Loco Cards, and Itchy Brother, masquerading as the umpire, planned to put the special jumping ball into play whenever the Bongo Braves were batting.
In just moments now, this big game will begin. And there's King Leonardo. He looks confident. And there come his teammates.
Wake up! Play ball!
Big Jack Club is first up for the Cards. There's the King's windup, the pitch, and...
Like a strike one! What are you, blind?
There's the next pitch. It's way up high and...
Strike two!
The umpire's called another strike. There's more arguing. And uh-oh, here comes the Cards' new coach, Crazy Dingle. Now listen, fathead. Crazy Dingle, don't go for that kind of call. Maybe you'll need these new glasses. Now, whose side you working for?
Crazy, man, crazy.
Right. Well, it's the top of the fourth now, the most amazing game I ever witnessed. The King has settled into some solid pitching. Hasn't allowed a single run. But that Card pitch is really something. Every time he steps on the mound, he insists on another ball from the umpire. And look at him pitch that ball. Looks like he's got the King and Odie Coloni worried.
Sire, something is wrong. How can such pitching be?
Never seen anything like it. Preposterous, confounded. Can't even do that with my knuckleball.
Bottom of the seventh, fans, and the King seems to be in trouble. He's lost some of his control. And it's ace spade up now. A heavy hitter for the Cards. There's the pitch. Spade swings. And it's a line drive into...
Dramatic catch, sire.
You said a mouthful, Shorty.
What a sensational catch. But the King's not out of trouble yet. Just 2 out. And here's Jack Club up again. The pitch.
He slams it in. Yes, it's a home run. And the score is 1-0 in favor of the Cards. Last of the ninth now. Odie Coloni coming up to bat. The score, Cards 1, Bongo Braves 0. Listen to that crowd booing Odie Coloni. Looks mighty bad for King Leonardo's team. Coloni lets the first pitch go by.
Aha! So that's it. The ball jumps away from the wooden bat.
Time's been called. Odie Coloni's gone over to speak to King Leonardo.
Scoundrels! You must get a metal bat, sire. Hurry, for you're up next.
A metal bat, eh? How's that, Casey? Odie Coloni's on base, folks. The ball hit him right on top of his head. King Leonardo's up next, but something seems wrong. King is staggering. He's over by the canopy. He's leaning on the pole. The crowd's booing wildly. The King is up, but he has a metal pole for a bat. There's a pitch. It's a hit. It's going, gone. A home run. The final score, Bongo Braves 2, Coco Loco Cards 1.
Yes, with masterful ingenuity, the King and Odie have brought back King Leonardo's popularity. What new threat will Biggie and Itchy use against the King? Don't miss the next exciting episode of The King and Odie.
What is that ridiculous sign you've just nailed to me?
Mr. Livingston made them. I gotta put these signs up all over the zoo.
Let me see that sign. Deep Sea Divers Wanted. Apply at zoo office. Chumley? Chumley, where are you? So old Fuss Budget is looking for deep sea divers. Now I ask you, Chumley, who knows more about the sea than a penguin and a walrus? Come on, we'll get rid of all these signs so that nobody gets the job but us.
Well?
Stanley, your worries are over. You've got your diver.
Good. I've been expecting them. Show the men in.
Stanley, you're looking right at them. 2 accomplished divers at your service.
What? You? Oh, no. Out.
Listen, Stanley, who knows more about the sea than a penguin and a walrus? Who? Huh? Who?
Out. Back to your quarters. This job is filled already by men, and they're on their way here now.
Sure enough, a short while later, 2 professional divers arrived, and observed by Tennessee and Chumley, entered the office of Stanley Livingston.
Sure, we can handle it. What's the job, buried treasure?
Something even better. The giant clam.
The giant what?
The giant clam. A new specimen for our zoo. See, here's a life-size picture of the world's biggest clam. It's found only far out in the South Pacific Ocean. Won't you be happy to bring one back?
Happy as a clam, so long as you've got all the diving equipment we'll need.
Equipment? Oh, wait till you see our equipment. The zoo spent a fortune on it, and just for this job. It's absolutely beautiful. Just step outside. It's all loaded on our truck, waiting for you to be on your way. Good luck.
And that is that. Now, Chumley, let's grab that truck and head for the sea.
Yeah, we've even got a beach ball.
That's no beach ball, Chumley. That's a helmet. You wear it on your head.
Oh, like this?
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Lift it off. Lift it off. Obviously, Chumley, you don't know the first thing about this diving helmet. or this diving suit, or this air hose, or... You know, Chumley, there are things about this diving equipment even I don't understand. We'd better stop by to see Mr. Whoopi on our way to the South Pacific.
Gee, Tennessee, what a nifty truck. A radio and everything.
Yes, we'll get the latest news.
And here's a bulletin just handed us. All citizens are asked to be on the lookout for a penguin and a walrus. They have escaped from the Megapolis Zoo and are believed to be masquerading as deep-sea divers. When contacted, Stanley Livingston, keeper of the zoo, had this to say.
My equipment. They stole my beautiful equipment. Oh, if I ever get my hands on them, I'll skin them alive.
Oh, no. Now look what you've got us into, Chumley. We really need Mr. Whoopi. So the way I figure it, Mr. Whoopi, we've got to bring back the giant clam, or Stanley Livingston will skin us alive for taking his diving equipment.
Well, my. You boys have gotten yourselves into some pretty deep water. We'll just have to see what the three-dimensional blackboard has to say about it. Now, where did I put it? Must be here in the closet. Yes, here it is. The fabulous, fantastic 3D BB. We'll just open it up and have a look. If you fill the kitchen sink full of water and turn an ordinary drinking glass upside down in it, you'll notice that the water does not come up into the glass, right?
Right.
The earliest diving apparatus worked just this way. They were helmets made of leather, but they didn't hold enough air to let a man stay under very long. So a hose was attached to it and air was pumped down. It went into the helmet and bubbled out the bottom. Trouble was, if the diver leaned over, the air escaped and water filled the helmet. Very bad. Then an Englishman solved the problem by making a whole suit out of leather and fastening it to the helmet. Now the water couldn't get in, and he put a valve on the helmet to let the air get out. It worked fine, just fine. And that was the beginning of our modern diving suit.
But, Mr. Whoopi, that doesn't look anything like the suit we've got on.
Of course not, my boy, of course not. Chumley's suit is quite different, although the principle is the same. In the first place, the helmet is round and it's made of copper. And has glass portholes to see through, and even a telephone so the diver can talk to the boat on the surface. The helmet is screwed onto a breastplate, which is fastened onto the suit. The suit is made of rubber and canvas. Then, of course, there is the air hose and the compressor to pump the air down. The diver can control the flow of air with a valve on the helmet. And now he's ready to go to the bottom.
But, Mr. Whoopi, he's going up.
Why, so he has. I forgot his lead shoes. With all that air in the suit, he'll float unless he has heavy lead shoes, weighing 20 pounds apiece. There we are. Now he can go down several hundred feet and work for a long time finding treasure or giant clams. Yes.
Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest.
Several days later, after riding on trains and planes and boats, our heroes found themselves in the South Pacific Ocean, the home of the giant clam.
Ready, Chumley? All right. I'll just close the porthole and turn on the compressor. There now. Chumley! Open the valve! Open the... I'll do it. There now. Get over the side. All right, Chumley. We are in telephone contact. Now, how are you doing? Uh-huh. I see. What's that? You're on the bottom already. Don't be ridiculous, Chumley. What do you mean the bottom is coming up? Chumley! You're on a whale. The back of a whale. Get off. Get off. That's better. No more of this fooling around. Get down there and find that clam. What's that? The clam found you. No, Chumley, you're excited. You mean you found the clam. Good work. No, Chumley. Tell me about it later. Right now, I'm lowering a hook to you. Fasten it on the clam, and I'll hold it up. Easy. Easy. Chumley!
And since you boys did bring back the giant clam, you will not be punished.
What did I tell you, Chumley? Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail.
Instead, I'm going to give you two the honor of sharing your quarters with the newest member of the zoo family, the giant clam. Yay!
Don't tell me, Tooter, that once more you're not satisfied with your life and want to be something else.
Well, now, I reckon that's just about the size of it, Mr. Wizard. I got a powerful hankering for the old days. The romance of the river. What I want to be is a riverboat captain.
But, Tooter, my boy, it takes years to be the riverboat captain. You have to know every bend and twist in the river. Why don't you just be yourselves a nice little turtle boy?
Oh, please, Mr. Wizard. I just know this is what I want to be.
Well, I think you'll be sorry, but I let you try. It takes the great skill to navigate the tricky twists and bends of the river, and it took much strength to handle the big steering wheel. Besides being twisty, the river was very shallow in some places. To find out just how deep it was, they used a lead line, which was a long piece of rope with a lead weight on one end. The rope has the marks on it every 6 feet. The sailor would whirl the rope around and around and then let it go into the water. Then they would call out the mark and know how deep was the river.
By the mark, Twain!
Here now, sailor. Let me have a try at that. Since I'm the captain, I have to check up once in a while.
One of the great dangers of the river was the fog. But this did not bother the brave river pilot. He kept sounding the foghorn and steering the straight course so that when the fog lifted, he was right where he was supposed to be. In the old days, the boats was run by the big paddle wheels that turned around and around. The wise riverboat captain knew enough to stay away from the wheels because they was very dangerous.
Whoa! Wait, stop! Oh, only us captains are smart enough to get away from them wheels.
All the riverboat captains was great rivals. Each one thought he was the best on the river. And they was always having the race to see who was the fastest. The roughest, toughest captain on the water was Big Blackie Bark, king of the river.
I'm king of the river, and my boat Bessie May can beat any boat from Natchez to New Orleans.
Well now, Mr. Blackie, I don't know about that. I reckon I can beat you to New Orleans.
By the great horned toad, nobody can beat me. I challenge you to a race.
One of the most important parts of the race was getting started. First, the captains would build up the big head of steam. Then away they would go down the river. I said, away they would go. Once on the way, the boats really turned on the steam by throwing the big logs into the furnace.
Mr. Blarney, more steam!
Aye, aye, sir.
Sometimes in a big race, the ship ran out of logs to burn. And then the clever captain would have the men throw on the furniture and everything else what was made of wood. Even the ship itself they would start tearing up to get more wood for the fire.
More steam, Mr. Blarney!
The boilers won't take any more, sir.
I said get me more steam. I'm gonna win this here race if it's the last thing I do. Help, Mr. Wizard! Help me! My plans just blew up.
Well, once again, twistle, trestle, trussle, drone. Time for this one to come home.